I will be talking about the nominative case in German. The nominative case is always the subject of the sentence. The subject is the person or thing that is either doing the action or is the sentence is about. I will be talking about the definite and indefinite articles and whether you use der, die, das, ein, eine, ein, or keine, and where. So for masculine, it would be der, for definite, and indefinite would be ein. Feminine would be die, and then eine. Neuter would be das, and then ein. Plural would be die, and then keine. I will also be giving you some sentences. So here's one. Der Arzt ist pünktlich. The doctor is on time. The doctor is the subject of the sentence. Die Männer fahren in die Stadt. The men are driving into town. The men, or die Männer, is the subject. For an example of an indefinite article sentence would be ein Fotoapparat liegt auf dem Boden. A camera is lying on the floor. Ein Fotoapparat is the subject of a sentence. Another example would be meine Mutter schreibt schön. My mother writes beautifully. My mother is the subject.
The accusative case is used when referring to the direct object in the sentence. The direct object is the receiver of the action or thought. The masculine case for the is den, feminine die, neuter das, and plural die. The indefinite article is einen, eine, ein, and for plural we can use keine. For example, der Junge wirft den Ball. Den Ball is the direct object, which is being thrown by the boy, which is the subject. There are two exceptions where you would use the nominative case instead of the accusative. First, when you use sein, werden, and heißen. When you use those verbs to describe the direct object, you have to use the nominative case. For example, die Studentin ist ein Mädchen. It can also be said the other way around. Das Mädchen ist eine Studentin. The other exception is when you use the following prepositions in your sentence. Für, durch, gegen, entlang, bis, ohne, oder weiter. When you're using these words, you have to use the nominative case. You can remember these words using an acronym called Fudgebow. For example of this exception, der Geschenke is for dein Bruder. Instead of using deinen Bruder, we use dein to describe the brother.
The dative case is used to indicate the indirect object of a sentence. The dative case is used to express the idea of to or for someone or something. The indirect object is the person or thing whom something is offered or given. There are words that indicate the dative case, such as helfen, erzählen, sagen, schenken, erklären, and siegen. A way to memorize this would be using the acronym HESCES. Other words are aus, außer, bei, mit, seit, nach, wann, zu. You can memorize these words using the tune of Johann Strauss, like aus, außer, bei, mit, seit, nach, wann, zu. The dative case is always the second idea, and it would always come straight after the triggering word. So an example of this could be der Junge gibt dem Mann ein Geschenk, because it's the doer. Gibt would trigger dem Mann as the dative case because gibt is a HESCES word being geben. So der Mann could become dem Mann. Another example would be der Mann wirft das Buch bei dem Junge. Bei would be an AABMSNVZ word, so that would trigger dem Junge. Another example could be Karen macht ein schlechtes PowerPoint zu der Lehrerin. Zu triggers the AABMSNVZ word, triggering the dative case, and the Lehrerin is the indirect object.
The genitive case. The genitive case is used to describe ownership, just as apostrophe S does in English. An example in English of this would be the shop of the woman or the woman's shop. In German, you would say das Geschäft der Frau, or literally translated, the shop, the woman. When using either a masculine or neutral word to describe the owner of the object, usually the word ends in es. For example, the man's candy, die Süßigkeit des Mannes. An example using the genitive case is the sentence Die Handy des Junges ist heiß. The masculine der that usually goes in front of the word Junge, meaning boy, is replaced by des, as it is describing how the phone, handy, belongs to the boy. When using the genitive case for masculine, you use the word des. For feminine, you use the word der. Neutral, des. Plural, der.